Hi everyone. Just decided to come into the nursery. It's nighttime and it's been quite a week. Just wanted to come and update you guys on what has been going on. So I'll get right to it. So basically, it started out of the blue. As soon as I hit 35 weeks, I started getting really high blood pressure. And what is new and different this time is that I now have to see my high risk doctor every other day and my OB weekly. So there's a lot of overlap with the visits. They just want to ensure that everything is okay with me and baby. My due date was supposed to be at 39 weeks, but they said that they think it's best that they adjust it to 38 weeks. So I was essentially going to a routine doctor's appointment after work. And the high risk doctor said that my blood pressure was really high, which it was. And they recommended that I go into triage. So that was quite a surprise. They said, the best thing about going to triage is that they'll be able to monitor me, and then I can just spend a few hours at the hospital and go home. It was a Friday. So I remember just going to triage for the first time, being monitored for high blood pressure, contacted my boss because I just, kind of left work for a routine doctor's appointment that Friday. And my boss was so gracious and said, maybe you should just work from home. And I was grateful for that, because anytime you have an employer that is sensitive to you, it helps. And the good news is that my blood pressure went down while I was being monitored, and so I was able to go home that evening. I do have footage of my experience at triage, but as you can imagine, with everything going on, I wasn't able to get enough footage for the video to just have the footage of the triage room. I'm not a professional vlogger, as you guys can tell. I just come in and share with you the realness of it all, so forgive me for that. But like I said, I know that this might help someone. And then, as you know, when it rains, it pours. Went to my next appointment that following week. And my blood pressure was high again. And I tried telling the high-risk doctor that saw me the following week that it's a pattern and I was monitored and it will get better. I just sometimes tend to have high blood pressure when I'm in a hospital setting. But they weren't having it. So to be safe, they said that they're going to admit me overnight. That was a routine doctor's appointment as well. So I actually just left work to go to that doctor's appointment. So it was tough. But I do know that high blood pressure is dangerous for the baby, because it can cause issues with the placenta, which may affect the baby. Sometimes that's what leads to preeclampsia, gestational hypertension, stillbirth. Now I see why they monitor the baby so closely. So it was very, very scary to just digest that information, as you guys can imagine, because you go through IVF and it's a journey of faith and hope. It really is. And you hear of stories where people have, you know, undergone like different experiences, and you just don't know what's going to happen when. And you really know that IVF has worked when the baby makes it earthside. So it's tough. It's tough. So basically at that visit, they were going to monitor me overnight, monitor the baby and monitor my blood pressure. And I go in, and the doctor and the residents come in, and they tell me that I may deliver. Guys, I wasn't even prepared. First off, I was so hungry. I hadn't eaten. I should have eaten before I checked into triage for the second time for the overnight visit. But everything happened so quickly. So I was starving, and I couldn't eat. And because, you know, I'm going through an induction process. I didn't even have my bags, my hospital bag. It was at the house, yet to be completed. The baby's bag was at the house. I had the clothes in there, but they were not laundered just yet. Wow, it was such an eye-opener because, and this is the advice I have for you guys. If you're a high-risk mama and you have a successful IVF, you need to kind of have that hospital bag prepared. I would say just 2 months out, because yeah, that was a little bit sudden. I thought I had, you know, I could do it the last month, but I was really thinking that I was gonna, you know, be able to have until at least 38 weeks. But, you know, the doctors were saying, you know, it might happen then. And I literally had nothing. Now, the hospital does provide you stuff, but I had like stuff that I had packed that it would have been nice to have. Anyway, so yeah, that was scary. That was really scary. So I was monitored overnight, and then thankfully, you know, I was released to go home, and I'm so happy to be home, and I was just really happy to be home. What an experience. So I did have gestational hypertension. So they were going to monitor me for preeclampsia, and I am seeing the doctor, you know, every other day. So, and the OB once a week. So hoping for the best, but you can imagine that immediately I got home, the first thing I did was just launder the clothes and just finish packing my hospital bag. At 35 weeks, you know. Yeah, but so that's what's been happening. So it's really, really stressful because the information comes in all at once, and the direness of the situation makes you really nervous. I have heard of stillbirth, and I've heard of issues that can come up at the last minute with a baby, and it's just, you know, you celebrate every milestone, but you're cautious and nervous as well. Yeah, so right now I'm in the nursery. Just thought I'd come in just to take pause and finish up a few things. You can tell my husband has finished kind of the safari wall, and that's little Simba there. Sorry, my light's going in and out because I'm using my phone. Trying to get everything in order. Yeah, you can see the giraffe right there. I really love these. I have to do a tour so that you guys can kind of see what we put together. You know, the stuff that we put together. But yeah, that's what's been going on. yeah. All right, guys, I will continue to keep you guys updated. Here is some of the footage that you can see from Triage. The room looks really nice. So, Triage again. This is my room. You can hear the baby's heartbeat. Put the IV. Took some blood for testing. And that's my blood pressure machine. So, yeah. I have food that I can't wait to eat. This time around I bought food. So, I guess the midwife has to come in first. And I got the TV, so I can watch. It's nice because it has a TV, which is really nice. So the only thing, ouch, the IV hurts, and I'm just starving and I need to eat. All right.